Hey Hebrew fans, the day has arrived. I have finally finished my stands and I'm so excited to show them to you and let you check out how cool and awesome these stands are. So as you can see, the stands can either have a slight angle to them, so you can actually pretend like it's flying different ways, up or down or sideways, and it works for the origins line, for our Wind Raider, or for the little jet that comes with the 2-pack with Prince Adam, or with our Collector. So it's so cool, all the different ways you can put this together and how it all works. So with that, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this. So these stands, check this out. Let me get this Collector off here. There we go. Now, oh, there goes Tila. My first original build of this little point was gray. So I had a gray little piece that you could stick in there. And when you did, you know, it was a different color, it worked okay. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to start making them black so they all match. So then I made the black ones. And then I kept losing them. And I was like, man, I keep losing these black ones over and over and over again. So I decided to make them glow in the dark blue. So once I hit this with a light, it actually glows in the dark. It looks really cool. Of course, it's so light in here, you probably can't tell right now. But even with the black light on, you can see. So if you drop this, you need to find it. All you have to do is take your black light and whoop, it shines super bright. If you don't have a black light yet, I suggest you get one for all your glowing stuff. I'll put a link in the description for this black light. But now you can find your little pins when you drop them, and it makes it easy to find. Now, on the top of this, there is 2 holes. One hole goes straight up and down, and the other hole goes at a 15-degree angle. So if you want to put it at 15 degrees, you take the longer pin, happen to have a longer pin right here, and it will come with a longer pin, and you slide it into the 15-degree spot, and then you take the 15-degree angle piece, and you just slide it right in place. Once you have it in place, you now have a 15-degree flat area. And I made these pins extra long, so it holds the ships even better. Then you just take your ship you're going to stick on there, and you stick it in the hole in the bottom. There's the hole in the bottom there. And you just slide it right in there. There we go. Now you can angle the ship all different directions, like it's flying up or down or at an angle, whatever you want to do to show that it's some cool flight path. Now, with a heavier ship like this, it will kind of, whoop, so you might have put some poster putty to keep everything in place. If you get the right angle, of course, then the gravity won't pull it one way or another. All right, so when you order a stand from me, you will get the stand, of course, which is approximately 12 inches. It's just slightly shorter than 12 inches, so it can fit inside your 12-inch shelf. And then you will get this adapter piece, which you'll notice it's so cool, is I made this so with a 15-degree angle. Once you put the 15-degree angle adapter piece on, it actually is still in the center, so you still have the most of the center of gravity lined up with where the post is. It took a while to design this just right. I did have some help from some of the fans on this channel to get it just right, and it works really good, and it's pretty cool. And then, of course, the straight one goes straight up and down, and it also, of course, is center of gravity because it's centered, and there you go. So let's go ahead and put this back on. Hook. There we go. Look at that. Now let's look inside here. Inside here, we have, now I did put my classics figures in here. Ooh, so classic sizes. But one thing you'll notice is with classic figures, they can't quite reach the yoke all the way. Oh, I can't quite reach it. So I have designed this brand new yoke right here, which is a little bit longer than the yoke that comes with it. So let's go ahead and stick this in and see how it works. Come on out of there. Come on out of there. Let's just jam this one in its place. Jam on it. There we go. A little bit of a nice tight fit. And once you have that yoke on there, you can then put your figure's hands onto the controls, and they can control it and reach just fine. Mighty fine. There we go. Now, this yoke also works with the Origins figures. So if you decide to change the yoke out for your Classics, you can also use the same yoke for the Origins. It actually fits the Origins figures better than the original one. The original one is just so short that the Origins figures also have a hard time reaching it. They can reach it, but the longer one makes it easier. You can see the difference in the length between the two. It's not a lot, but just enough to make it work for our Classics, and it also works well for the Origins too. And you can see the height difference between them, the length difference. All right, so one more thing. Whoop. Right in back here, we have, let me scoot this a little bit closer so you guys can see. A little bit closer now. And let me grab an extra light. Turn on your heart light. Do, do, do. All right, let's get this on there. Yep. Where is the button to the light? Oh, I turned it on backwards. That's why I can't find it. Yep. There we go. All right, so inside here, we have this little spot that's made to hold his Havoc staff, right inside this little spot right here. And it's like, okay, that's kind of neat, but not really that cool. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like, wow, I can put my Havoc staff there. And it's always kind of, not always, but it's bugged me since I bought this thing that there's nothing else there in its place. So I have made this little computer terminal. Check it out. And this little computer terminal has a glow-in-the-dark piece right there that glows when it's hit with the light and then also continues glowing, but it's too light to see right now. And it has the same size piece right here as the Havoc staff, and it just clicks right in there. Oh, look at that. So cool. And it just fits so nicely in there. And then Skeletor can do the controls and pretend like he's doing the targeting computer. And way cool. So, like I mentioned before, these three parts, the yoke, the targeting computer, and the stand, are available now in my eBay store. And I'll have a link in the description. Now, you can buy the targeting computer either complete with the graphic on it, or just the glowing piece, or one that's empty, you can put your own in. And of course, they do have 3 separate price points depending on which one you want to buy. So I will offer these on 3 different price points, and they are really cool. And look at this. Look how nice these look. Ooh, ah, so cool. And even just the plain one without the glowing thing still looks really cool inside the spaceship there. So cool. All right, so those are all my enhancements to this. I hope you guys liked the video. It's and the parts. It is pretty cool. Like I said, I spent a lot of time designing these stands, and these stands are pretty cool. So, again, if you buy a stand, you get a short pin and a long pin. They glow in the dark. They're a blue glow. I do suggest you get yourself a black light. It makes the glow work a whole lot better. You get the 15-degree adapter piece. And let me scoot this out of the way. Get out of the way, Panther. And again, the short pin is made for straight up and down. And the long pin, line this up so you guys can see it better. And the long pin is made for the 15-degree. And then you put the attachment on. Line it on up. Then you get yourself a nice 15-degree angle in order to put things, which then allow you to angle things on here. So you could have like Skeletor flying by, either going down or up or at an angle, how you want to do it to give it a much more cool look in its flight path. So grip it, Skeletor. Grip it good. Dude. All right. Woo! Pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. I really like the way this ended up turning out. So very, very cool. Ugh. Of course, you wouldn't put the long one straight up because that's a pretty long pin, but I suppose you could if you wanted to. All right. So these stands and these other parts are available on eBay right now. So go ahead and check out the links in the description and get yourself either a new yoke or a computer or one of these awesome, cool new stands to basically raise your level of play. Raise your level of play. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like I say in the 1987 movie, good journey.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it.